So, Twitch, welcome and thank you very much for joining us for LST episode 11. And yes, everything's going absolutely nuts. You're hearing all the notifications popping through there. You're wondering why I'm looking at my wrist. That's because I'm busy reviewing the Razer Nabu, and all the notifications that are busy coming through on my phone are busy coming through on the camera there. It's not focusing too well, but anyways, it's just telling me that all the tweets are going live, everybody's busy watching, that the notifications as well popped up saying that GES is live, so you should be able to see me and my key right now on your screen. So it wouldn't be, as usual, a proper live stream Thursday if we weren't prepared, or if we were unprepared or aren't unprepared or whatever. However you want to state that. So as you can see, we're going to be doing a live cast co-op review tonight of Van Helsing Final Cut. But unfortunately, the game client is quite humongous. It is about 56 gigabytes in size. So I've already downloaded it, and I'm ready to roll through, which I will be doing shortly. But in the interim, it's busy backing up to my hard drive for Mikey just to pull into his via restore. So yeah, so there's going to be a bit of a delay when it comes to the actual game footage. So what we'll do is we will just have a quick chat about the game. And then what's going to happen is we'll take a break for a short split second while I restart my system. After it's exported to my external hard drive, I'll pass that hard drive over to Mikey, so the live stream will go off for probably about 5 or so minutes, and then we'll kick straight back in. No delays, no nothing. We'll head straight into the game, and then you guys can take a look at the incredible adventures of Van Helsing Final Cut. Now, as you'll see, there, is the scrolling marquee busy saying all you need to do is tweet hashtag LST11 Harley to win. What you're going to be winning tonight is a copy of the game, which is currently retailed on the Steam store for $45 US. So if you're international, go ahead, hit us up with a tweet. I'll send you the code. And if you are local, you will get, and you're the winner, you will get the game code as well as this Harlequin hacky sack. So I will pop through this hacky sack, Harlequin hacky sack, as well as the game code into a Mikey. Just grab one of those courier it bags here on the side. We will stuff the prizes, or the prize at least, the hacky sack, into one of these courier it bags in the morning, and I will fill in a, thank you Mike, you consider, I will fill in a weighball and I will send it through to you first thing in the morning. So pop through the tweet, any tweet with LST11 Harley, and by the end of tonight's stream I'll take a look at Hootsuite, and then I will just I'll at random pick a winner, and then you can have the game as well as the Harley. Anyways, so let's carry on. Just got to buy a little bit of time as mentioned. So the export's currently saying 18 minutes remaining, but we've got to remember that this is Microsoft time, so it could be 10 minutes or it could be 8 minutes. So we'll let that finish off in the background there while I chat with you about the game. So you're probably wondering what's so special or specific about Van Helsing Final Cut as opposed to just the regular old Van Helsing. Alright, before I pop onto that, let's just quickly say hello to Movember Mouth. So we're nearing the end of Movember. So this is all this facial decoration is gonna be non-existent in LST episode 12, which I will be doing from Shanghai. Just by the way, I will be sitting comfy in a nice hotel room in Shanghai, and I'll be doing LST from there. So I shouldn't have any ISP issues there. You know, the internet is supremely quick, and if you're jealous, let's start a petition to our local what you call ISP service providers, and make sure that we have fast, affordable internet connection for everybody. Because yet again, you probably noticed the background. Mikey and I are at my office again because the ISP just keeps letting us down at home. So for stability and for stream strength, we bring ourselves here to the warehouse, where I spend 80% of my day anyway. So why not just throw in some LST and spend the rest of my time here? It's a lot of fun. Anyway, so cool. Back to the game information. So you're probably wondering why Final Cut is so special. Well, pretty much what Final Cut is, it is the entire Van Helsing episodes or titles or whatever you want to call them. No one's going to hear you because you're not on what do you call it? TeamSpeak. Yeah. So just give me a second. I should double check that TeamSpeak thing there, and just make sure that Mikey can log in there because it's an internal, and the settings should still be the same as they were for last week's live stream. Just waiting for the server to authenticate itself, and as soon as it gives me a green light here, which it's taking its sweet time, we'll double check on that. Okay, cool. And répondez-vous, s'il vous plaît. No, not mute mic.
Connected.
There we go. Okay, cool. It's up and running. So TeamSpeak is up and running. I repeat, TeamSpeak is up
User
and running.
entered your channel.
Cool, Mikey's in the channel.
Good evening. There we go. At least it's working now. How's my mic sound?
Perfect. Sounds cool.
Right.
Okay, cool. Let me just quickly. What was I trying to do now? I was trying to. I wanted to drop us into the LST channel.
Channel switched. User was moved to your channel.
There we go. Okay, cool. So, as
Disconnected.
I just disconnected.
Oh, seems like it disconnected.
Okay, guys, just bear with me. We'll get going in a moment.
Connected.
There we go.
Channel switched.
I'm back in. Okay, just don't push that button. Who is saying what? Cool. Alright, there's some more tweets flying out there. We'll go and take a squiz at them soon. Alright, so it's all the Van Helsing titles thrown together into one massive downloadable. And what happened was Van Helsing, the very first one, launched in 2013. Yes, 2013, because 2013, 14, 15 years, 15. Then they went, yeah, okay. So what happened was 2013, the very first one launched. Then there was an annual upgrade. So 2014 saw Van Helsing 2. 2015, beginning of 2015, saw the final chapter, which was number 3. And now the final cut is pretty much all 3 thrown into one, and some things have been taken out, like the redundant stuff that wasn't very important, and they've added some new exciting content. So it's pretty much a remake, a refresher, plus I think the reason why mine is so massive is I went and downloaded the free DLC, which is the high resolution pack for the game. So we'll be playing the game in all its magnificent high res glory. Just to give you guys a quick rundown on it, it is a Gothic ARPG, so action role-playing game, and inside it's set in a Gothic noir universe. The place is called Borgovia. Now, it is very loosely, I say loosely specifically because it isn't in any way I'd say accurate, or it might be accurate, but it's not. It doesn't follow on the Dracula character Van Helsing. So it's very loosely related. So it's still Van Helsing, but not. It hasn't got a specific relevance to the whether it's the comic verse or the movie verse or whatever. So it's a complete independent thing on its own. So mentioning that, the Van Helsing title has been done by an indie game studio called Neocore Games. Now they do, on their site, they have got 5 other games, well not 5 other games, 5 games in total, being Van Helsing, as well as Warhammer Inquisitor. So you can go check them out. They, they're obviously pay to play, but they're an independent indie game studio that do other games as well. So from the quality of what I've seen, the trailers on this game, they look pretty cool. So what I'm going to just drop a background behind us right now. So there we go. We've got Van Helsing Final Cut. So again, just keep up with your LST tweets, because my phone is going there, so I at least know everybody's happy and healthy. Now let me just drop in the webcams at the bottom here. And there's one. And I'm going to drop in Mikey's webcam now on the other side. There he is. Okay, I'm going to put him in that corner. Okay, cool. So, now the trilogy, pretty much, each game had 10 hours of single-player campaign mode, and with the combination of the 3 into the final cut, there's now 50 hours of single-player campaign mode, as well as multiplayer modes, which have been thrown in. Which I will get to in a second. Now, something that's really cool is, even though this is an indie game, over 1 million copies have been sold of this game since 2013, since the first one popped out. So this really is an indie title that has earned its right in its standing, in its genre, which you guys will see as soon as we get into the game. It's showing me that it's nearly done there. And in the game, you have command over 6 different classes, which you can pick. And the main, I don't know, I'd say the skills between these 6 heroes or classes per se is wielding steel, using guns, is science, technology, or the arcane, which is magic. So I would probably say steel being your warrior bruiser types, your guns being your ranged, science probably being ranged as well, using technology, maybe some melee in there as well, and then the arcane magic guys obviously being ranged. Now a really cool feature that's in the game is that there's a hunter's lair, which is your own hideout where you get to go and stash your loot, trade with NPCs, non-player characters, get to forge items from collectibles, etc. And you can also teleport from within your forge, or you're not your forge, your lair, to other locations on the map. Now, where I was going to say the multiplayer modes, there's the 4-player co-op mode. So Mikey and I will be playing the co-op mode, but just with the two of us tonight. And then there's a touchdown, arena, and battle royale multiplayer section. So that'd probably be your PvPs. As mentioned earlier, the game is on Steam for $45 US, which converts to roughly about 550 Rand in South African currency. And something that's really cool is if you own number 1, 2, and 3 as standalone titles, you qualify to get Van Helsing Final Cut for free. So you don't have to pay to get this new Final Cut, which has been revamped. It's pretty much free. It's yours already because you've already supported the indie title studio, and they're giving it to you for free, which is rather great. Now, getting into other modes in the game, there's a tower defense minigame inside this Van Helsing game, where you get to fight off waves of evil, spooky baddies from your lair or from other very important locations. Now, in the game, when you're playing solo, you can level up to level 80, where your cap is, and then from there you can what they title or classify as evolve from 80 to 100, and potentially beyond, if I'm not mistaken. But that you can only do through the honor system, I think it is. I didn't make notes about that, but yeah, so it's through a specific system where in-game currency changes, different scenarios get thrown at you, the end game content gets a lot deeper and a lot more difficult than gaining, helping you to push through that 80 to 100 and beyond level. Then there's also dailies, game dailies, so you won't get bored once you've reached your cap. There are daily quests, there are daily things to do to keep you busy inside Bulgaria for as long as you enjoy playing the title. Now, the last note I have here is about scenarios. Scenarios would be which it says here, randomly generated terrains, monsters, and objectives that get given to you within special conditions. Now, that would probably give me like a little scenario or something, like a small mini story within the game, like a dungeon or something, and you have objectives like kill 10 of those ghosts before they attack that house, and you have to do it using only your crossbow, and you only have 5 rounds or 5 bullets or something. I don't know, whatever it is. So there's just a rough thumbsuck of an idea of what it could possibly mean. So we've covered pretty much all the quick information that I've got here about the game, and I'm really looking forward to getting into it in a second. It's the first time I'll be popping into the game, clearly, as well as Mikey. So I've heard from a lot of people out there that it is absolutely awesome, or as Gert would say, this awesome verby. Now, for you guys that are outside of South Africa, that's Afrikaans, and he's pretty much loosely translated says it is way past awesome. It just sounds better in Afrikaans. So yeah, okie dokie. Well, if you guys are checking the stream out, just keep the tweets going on there, because the search, obviously the more tweets that I see with LST11 Harley, the more tweets of yours I see with that hashtag in it, the more likely you are to get the game. As I've already mentioned, it's quite valuable. Costs quite a bit for an indie title, and a really cool Harley hacky sack. The hacky sack I got from Smallville Comics here in South Africa in Alberton. They've got some really cool stuff. So if you're in South Africa and in Johannesburg and in the Alberton area, you would know about Smallville Comics. If you don't know about them, go check them out on smallvillecomics.co.za. They've got a really cool website, then online store, and they've got some really cool geek apparel, catering for a lot of tastes. Now, the the game says it's got about another minute and a half to export, so I'll hand it over to you in a moment, Mikey, and then we can get some game stuff going on here. Now, in the meantime, while I've still got you guys going here, the tweet competition up at the top there isn't the only thing we're running. If you're going to take a look at our website, www.ges-sa.com, you'll see we are busy giving away some really sweet Razer tech. The first week of for 5 weeks we are giving away some incredible Razer tech. Now, what happened was the first week was 2 weeks ago. We gave away the Razer Xbox One gaming headset, which was won by a gentleman by the name of Adrian, and he's currently using it. He's very psyched. Week 2, which would be last week, we were giving away the Razer Taipan ambidextrous gaming mouse, which is what Mikey used in last week's live stream when we did Clandestine. And that was won by a lady by the name of Anthea Hercules. She's also absolutely psyched. And this week we are giving away the Razer Kraken 7.1 Chroma edition. So Mikey also used that in last week's live stream when we did that other game. And Mikey said that the quality on the headset was absolutely amazing. It was comfortable, crisp. The mic sounded magnificent, because obviously I was listening to him. And if you were watching last week, you would remember him using it. Now you'll see me on my keyboard here. That's because I'm just quickly copying the game folder over for Mikey, which doesn't seem like it's going to take too long, so Mikey will have it. I'll pass on the hard drive to him within the next few minutes.
Fantastic.
Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to close that one there, and let me open up Hootsuite just to take a look at you tweeting people out there. What's up, Peanut? Hey, so we've got Peanut tweeting there. And then we've got Hello Dario, MS Kitty Catten, Blaze Itzen. What's happening, guys? Got your tweets, I see them there. So let me just pop through an extra stream here so I can focus it mainly on LST Harley. Yes, that's cool, I'm happy with that. Twitter stream. Okay, cool. Let's add another window there. It's going to be a search term, and I'm going to search Twitter for hashtag LST11 Harley. Search. Sure, we've got quite a few going here. Alright, that's absolutely exciting stuff. Cool. Anyway, so let me just close that stream window there, close that there. Anyway, so thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Thoroughly appreciate it. And we'll get into some game content shortly. In the meantime, what I think I'm going to do is, the copying says it's going to take another 4 minutes. So in those 4 minutes, I don't know, what should we do in those 4 minutes, Mikey? Taking so long to think. It's not that complicated.
We don't have like something small we can play in the meantime?
In 4 minutes. I don't know, why don't we then quickly go through to, what was that spooky game, Dead Realm? Let's pop into Dead Realm quickly.
Oh yes.
Okay, I'm launching Dead Realm.
We might as well do another little test.
Yeah, let's test it. Okay, so I've changed over to the game camera mode, and Dead Realm is busy launching. Alright, so for those of you that did watch the Dead Realm review, we did that, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, hey Mikey?
I think it might actually have been 4 weeks ago.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since we played Dead Realm.
So what was before, what was after Dead Realm? Can you remember?
After Dead Realm, you did the reviews with the keyboard, I think.
Yeah, okay, that's 2 weeks ago.
Was that 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago?
okay, so Dead Realm we did 3 weeks
It was
ago.
about roughly 3 weeks ago then.
Yeah, and my Dead Realm's hanging, saying not responding. Oh yeah.
And mine took a while to go in, but I am in.
Okay, cool. Oy vey.
Ah, and the lobby doesn't look as spooky as it did before anymore.
Oh, has there been an update?
Let's see. Yeah, there has been. I think it was about a 200 megs update.
How long ago was it? Have I even downloaded it? I don't know.
Steam is sneaky. It does these things when you're not aware of it.
Okay, there we go. Alright. Close Task Manager. Okay, let's launch Dead Realm again. Oh yeah, I did download it.
Ah, it says you're busy playing Dead Realm now. Must have launched.
It's busy launching. Launching. Something's happening. My mouse cursor is doing this spinny thing.
Oh, I suppose this is still kind of in the theme of what we'll be playing later, because it's kind of got all monsters and creatures.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Anytime now. Anytime. Anytime. Don't know if you want to go and host a lobby for us in the meantime. There we go. Game's launched. Okay. There we go.
So I make it for 2 players.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. GES Spookhouse. What's the password?
It is Batman.
Batman. Okay, we're in Tomb. Was that? That's a new place. So
Yeah.
So there's been updates here. Nice.
Gotta take a look at this place.
Cool. So I'm good to go. Let's go. Okay. Seek and reap. Okay, cool. So let's seek and reap. Seek and reap.
So we can reap. It would have been quite interesting to see if we could do the find the little tokens and try and escape with 1 player.
True. Very true. Okay, so
Ooh.
I am a humanoid, which means you are the ghosty ghost.
I am indeed.
I'm getting server lag.
Are you getting server lag?
Yeah. Ooh, it's like it's jumping all over the show. Ooh, that's dodgy.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's dodgy.
Oh, ping looks okay. From my
Oh,
side.
I hear your wet feet.
Oh, do you?
I do. But it's like difficult for me to get anywhere because like my screen's like jittery.
I think I can hear your heavy footsteps.
Are you invisible?
Oh my word, okay, yeah, I'm also getting jittery
No, you're not
screenplay.
invisible. I can see. You're a pumpkin head.
This place is freaking awesome, actually.
I can't remember if I fell, did I die? Do I die if I
Nope.
fall? So I can jump really far and not die.
Yeah, one would think that you're already dead. Oh my word, where am I going? I'm looking. Oh, hi there.
Ah! Okay, so I'm trying to run away from you now.
Ah!
But the jittery screen. Oh my god. Ah, mommy.
Where?
Oh, what the?
You're busy teleporting. This is hilarious.
Ah! Ah! Asshole.
Well done. The fact that I even got you was a miracle, because you were teleporting all over the place.
You're an asshole.
It'll probably be your turn now.
Probably, yeah.
Freaking jumpy, jittery screen. Oh my goodness, where the hell am I? Oh, that was pretty interesting. I like this.
I have been released.
Uh-oh. Oh damn, I can hear you. Oh, hi.
What the actual F was that?
Oh, shit, did I get away? I can't get out of here. I'm like freaking out. I just see this thing running after me.
I have lost you.
Oh. I've used up all my freaking, what do you call it? Lifelines. Jeez.
Oh
well.
Well,
Well, did you open it? Look at that.
well,
I was really in the coffin just waiting for you.
You were pretty
much.
much,
Happened, I
yeah.
might as well let it happen.
Yeah, just let's get this out of the way. Okay, Mikey, here's the game.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Whoops. Okay, don't catch it with your face. Alright guys, so give me 2 seconds just to restart my computer, and then we'll resume the stream. So we'll be back in 5 minutes flat. Keep those tweets rolling. Hashtag LST11 Harley. Boom. That hacky sack's yours, and the game we're about to play is yours. So we've already got a few entries, and just keep them rolling. Even if you send one out every 5 seconds, I don't care. Spam it. If I see yours there and I just randomly go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you, boom, you're the winner. Not difficult at all. So if you guys, like I said, just excuse me, I will be back, and we will be back shortly. Catch you in a few. Later.
Guys.